How are you doing today?
I am great. I'm finally here, and this is finally going to happen. I'm so excited.
We're also so excited to listen to your speech. So just rock the stage as usual. So, and my co-host Melinda Roy will be explaining, giving a short bio of yours, so that our audience will know about you a little bit, and then the stage is all yours. We are very excited to listen to your speech.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome, Gloria J. Anderson on stage. Thank you so much for joining this event. So, Gloria is here. So, Gloria J. Anderson, later known as the Doctor of Getting IT Done, is a renowned keynote speaker and seminar leader. She is a twice ordained minister with a master's degree in pastoral and church ministries and a bachelor's degree in psychology. Gloria is the founder and CEO of A1 Nuts and Bolts Workshops National, specializing in document preparations for non-profit organizations and business development. She is also the founder of the National Association for Women Abused in Business. With over 30 years of experience, she has been spreading messages of hope and restoration to audiences worldwide. Thank you. Thank you so much, Gloria. Now stage is all yours. Rock the stage. Good luck.
I need it. Thank you so much. This is a just a wonderful platform to be on, and I admire the two of you for being you're staying with this and you're really getting the job done. I will say that when I was contacted, I was very surprised because I sometimes I think, well, how would anyone find me? In this just this whole madness of social media and the internet. But lo and behold, here I am. And I'm probably one of the oldest presenters that is here. And I'm very grateful because I will say I had some challenges, and I the one of the challenges was that I dropped my dentures and I broke them. And transparency is who I am. And I said, okay, you will not be able to get on an international stage with teeth missing. And when I thought yesterday of people having issues with what they were doing with trying to get the presentation right and trying to get this right, and I was thinking to myself, okay, so you have given encouragement, but you personally are not going to do this because you dropped your dentures. Okay, I am here, and if you see missing teeth, well, that's just me. And I'm grateful that I have all my other faculties about me. And today, one of the things that I'm going to bring to the table is when I talk about stop chasing the garbage truck and don't be a clutter magnet. Many people don't understand that when they allow this kind of information to come into their head, they are taking up creative space that could be utilized for much better purposes. When I talk about the garbage truck, that is my book, Girl Get a Grip, Stop Chasing the Garbage Truck, where I break down every issue that people deal with mentally. And I'm very grateful for this platform as well because I have learned so much and have had so much imparted into me to stack on top of the information that I already have, and that is always a benefit. People never know. I stayed the entire day yesterday listening to the presenters, and I got a nugget literally from every one of them. I received a nugget. And that is just so powerful because there are certain things that you already have and certain things you know, but someone else can just shift just slightly and you will be able to gain a lot of information that you can utilize and you can incorporate into what you're doing to be the one that another person will listen to, and maybe they wouldn't have heard the person that you received it from. And that's the way this whole ball of wax gets made and is and benefits others. When I was thinking about what I was going to talk about today, I thought about my background, and I was director of social work at a children's pediatric hospital, the largest one in Buffalo, New York. And I heard so many inferences about working with people and how you get along with people and dealing with negative situations. And one person said on yesterday, one of the doctors said yesterday, how in her work environment, how people would just disregard her. And a funny story came to mind when I was the director of a certain project, and I came in, and there was this one young man who was talking, well, who is this person? Who is she? What does she do? Does anyone know who she is? So I sat there. I came in, and then I went to the head of the table and sat down, and he was just awestruck. He said, well, I didn't mean any harm. We didn't know I didn't know. I said, no, you didn't know who I was. I said, and that's one of the things that causes the issues. What people always charge full steam ahead, and they don't really know the whole program. The young lady who was just on speaking about her son, because I come from a mental health background, I am so aware and so keenly aware of how I interact and how I treat other people. You never know who you're talking to. And you need to be very cognizant of the fact that this very person that you're speaking with could be the very person that needs to bring you something in a few years, or you never know who it is. So one of the things that when I'm talking and giving and being older, I've taught thousands of people in conferences and workshops and what have you. And I find that once you declutter and detox, delete, then you can discover. You declutter, you detox, delete, and then you can discover. Decluttering is just like your house in your mind. If you have anything that is taking up space in your mind, get rid of it. Get rid of it. It is so amazing how we can take on other people's garbage, and that's exactly what I mean, garbage, and we can take that and we can absorb it and don't realize that it is taking up space, valuable space, that we can use to be productive and creative. And decluttering your mind and taking your life back, one of the major things I talk about in taking your life back is the fact that we cannot allow other people to deposit into us what they don't want. Think about it. How many times have you had someone tell you, and maybe you haven't had this, but I had it a lot. Well, will you remind me of such and such? Will you remind me that I need to? If the words that you're saying and what you're talking about, you're telling me or asking me to remind you of what you need to do, that's not going to happen. It is not going to happen, because this is the life that you have, and it's the only one, honey. And if you don't utilize it for your benefit, trust me, someone else will use it for theirs. And I know that to be a fact. If you have a place where you want to get, and people are, and you think that you are being blocked, well, the reason you're being blocked is because you have allowed other people and to put their information, I'll just call it that, into your space. And if you allow someone else to put their information into your space, what are you going to do? Where are you going? What space do you have to utilize for yourself? I am all about creativity. And we are some of the greatest creators as women. And I'll talk about women. I'm a woman. That's what I know. And we allow people to just give us all their stuff. And we wonder why we're tired, why we're sick, why we don't have time to get things done. And it is because we allow other people to give us our direction. I saw something once years ago, and it was a joke. I didn't think it was funny, but it was like this: man and a woman sitting at a table ordering dinner. Woman looks at the menu, man looks at the menu, and he says she'll have. Maybe I don't want that. What are you doing? Maybe I don't want that. We have allowed our voice to be taken away from us. And I'm one of the ones in my webinars, in my seminars, in my workshops, I help you get not your voice back, but to declutter and get things out of your life that don't mean you any good. When I talk about detox means to rid yourself of something that is not beneficial. People detox their bodies every year. I'm going on a detox. That means you're getting rid of something that you cannot use. And if you can't use it, get rid of it. I mean, in your daily life and in your daily life, I'll just say that. Many times too, we don't know how to delete. People talk about their phones, delete it. I did a seminar last year, year before. And delete means to remove or obliterate. And I always give this exercise, and I'm going to give it to you. Take your phone out and look at it. If you do not see, or if you see people, anyone who does not bring value to your life, delete their number. Delete, delete, delete. Remember that. If the people in your phone or anyone does not bring value to your life, get rid of it. Because we know for a fact that is a part of clutter. And if you allow that clutter to manifest, and anything that gets fed will grow. Just like your home should not be a storage unit, neither should your mind. If you're not storing something that is what you need, get rid of it. I go through my house on a yearly basis. Anything I haven't used in a year, I don't need it. People have clutter of clothes they know they cannot get in. and are out of style or whatever, what have you, but they still keep it. Why? Well, maybe one day is gone. That ship has sailed. And we need to get to the place where we are not clutter magnets. We will discover so much, because once you declutter, detox, and delete, you can discover. And in that discovery, you can discover who you are, what kind of creativity you have, what kind of understanding you can get of you. People will give you things that will block your progress. And if you don't believe it, check your life and think about your life. Has there ever been a time in your life when you told someone, unfortunately, that you wanted to do something or go somewhere or start something or start a business? In my business development course, I should say, I have had people time and time again say, I tried to do this years ago. I could not get it done because my mom, my dad, my kids, my husband. And you find out, wow, well, my life is gone almost. But I encourage people, because I am almost 80 years old. I've raised 13 children. I've raised a millionaire. I've raised people who have been, my children have been in the service. My grandchildren, great-grandchildren, they gave me a beautiful gathering in North Carolina. And it was just amazing to even see everyone there. And I was sitting there crying. Oh, I was just crying. And, well, Grandma, are you okay? Baby, I am fine. You just have to realize what I see. And when you are seeing things like that, it's just amazing that you have the opportunity to see what you have done, what you have helped to create and bring forth in this earth, to see the benefit that's there. And we as women, we have a lot that we can continue to contribute. And we never should take ourselves, don't take yourself for granted, ladies. Anyone, do not take yourself for granted. You have a lot to offer. And don't allow anyone to tell you you can't. 99% of my clients are female. They come to me, they want to start a business, they have no clue. And I was listening to the lady yesterday. She's talking about being a procrastinator, about starting business. And I jotted down, well, procrastination is only a lie dressed up to go outside. That's all it is. You're just lying to yourself if you don't get it done. And when I go and I have these sessions, one of the things that I tell people is this, and I'm going to read it to you so you will understand the power that it has. Be a woman other women can trust. Have the courage to tell another woman direct when she has offended, hurt, betrayed, or disappointed you. What is the point of telling someone else? They weren't the offender. However, also be a woman and open to being told that you have been the offender as well. Successful women have a loyal tribe of loyal and honest women behind them. No haters, no backbiters, or backstabbers, or back whisperers. Be a woman who lifts up other women. And when you can do this in your journey, and as you move along, you will find that you will have a much better time in helping other people. If you're carrying a lot of unnecessary baggage yourself, you'll just be, it's like, oh wow, I can never get ahead, I can never do this. I stop saying you can never do it. You can do it. You can accomplish. You can. Look at me. I just started a new business. Well, 2 new businesses. Now I'm into real estate. And people are saying, well, when are you going to stop? I said, well, when death catches me, it's going to catch me running, because I'm not going to stop and let any grass or any moss or whatever grow under my feet. We have to keep moving, ladies. And as one of the doctors said yesterday, we have to remain relevant. I have people my age, I don't know how to use a computer. I don't know about a smartphone. Give me a flip phone. And I listen to this nonsense. It is nonsense. We have been so bogged down with finding someone's socks. Years ago, I have raised 13 children. Believe me when I say I didn't run around looking for people's socks. Didn't do it. You wear them, I wash them, I give them to you. You had it last, your problem. Don't do it. We take on so much. I have a book that's coming out, and I shouldn't even mention it, but I am, and I will hold my feet to the fire. I have watched people get sick and die because they took on and absorbed the clutter from everyone else. When you see people and another, I will not die until I'm 1,000 years old. I have so much that I still have to do. And when I read my Bible, I'm a twice ordained minister. So if God comes out every now and then, well, you know why, because he's my keeper. When I've seen these people and I've looked and I have watched how they have not attained their goals, and I have asked them, what took you so long to get here? Well, I didn't have anyone to push me. I didn't have anyone to. Quick story. I fell and broke my neck in 1995 or 6. And when I broke my neck, after that, I became homeless because I lost my job. I got fired because I broke my neck on their property and I got fired. Isn't that interesting? and I listen to the challenges that other people have had. I am a thrice cancer survivor. I refuse to let anything in this earth, to stop me from getting where I need to go. Because I feel like this: if I don't do it, who's going to do it? We all have our own platform that we're on. We all have mental challenges. We all have. I was so mentally challenged at one time, and when I listened to Dr. Little, and I was saying, I said she's going to she's going to talk about everything that I have written down. And it was just encouraging too, because we need to understand, we need to be on the same page as other people. That's why I'm so grateful for this platform. And I look forward to meeting some of you and working with some of you, because it's just outstanding. And you never know who you're going to meet at this point in time. You never know the information that you can get and you can utilize for yourself. Always remember that you are the best thing that someone will ever need. Hear that. You are the best thing that someone will need. We have our platforms, we have our businesses. I do business development. My 10-week course, I give you the 33 components to business and how to start. I can have your business up and running in less than 10 weeks. I've had some people, it's been 5 weeks, and I can't believe that this is going on. Just like I was listening, I believe her name is Linda. And yesterday she gave an assignment while we were in the summit of people talking about writing. And she gave the outline of how to do a book. And I was thinking, this is just amazing. Oh my goodness. This is wow. And I'm thanking and loving you for all your comments. And I appreciate it so much. And just in basically in closing, it has been my pleasure to work with many young women. Young women seek me out, have no clue why, because I'm a truth teller. If you don't want to hear the truth, I'm not the one to ask. Because just like I want you to tell me the truth, I want to be able to tell you. And if you're coming to me, then you're coming to me for a reason. You're coming to me for a reason. And I have the truth that I have found out, and being as close to 80 as I am, people realize that I haven't lived this long and this many years in this type of health with this kind of mentality because I'm stupid. People finally understood that after years. It's like, wow, well, she's almost 80 years old. Golly. And the first thing well, she doesn't look 80. I said, well, you haven't seen me some mornings. Anyway, I love people. I love helping people. And I know there's so many challenges, and especially the way the world is now. We have to glean our resources together mentally, physically, and support. We need to do that to one another. I don't have any problem supporting people. None at all. None at all. And my hope and prayer for each one of the people who are in the summit, who are joined here, that you will realize your definite worth. Your worth. Do not be a person who undermines your creativity. We can all undermine our own creativity. Well, I really can't do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And it's just awesome. And I'm grateful to be here, and I'm just loving it. Thank everyone so much.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. That was an inspiring speech. Your topic: stop chasing the garbage truck. Don't be a clutter magnet. Wow, that's a good topic you have chosen. And I think all our audience clearly enjoyed it. And we had a good 25 minutes of talk from you. And Melinda, do you have any questions for Gloria?
Yes, we do have a question for Gloria. So here is the question. How do you balance the need for structure and freedom in the creative process?
How do you balance the need for?
How do you balance the need for structure and freedom in the creative process?
Oh, well, the first thing you do is get a piece of paper and you write down exactly what you want to do. You have to have the freedom to let your mind flow. And if you don't, but the thing is, if you do not write down what you are needing to accomplish, if you don't write it down and you don't make it plain so you can see it, and you don't flow, don't allow people to tell you what you want to do. You choose that, and that's where your freedom comes from. You choose it, you make the decision, and don't allow others to tell you that, well, if I were you, but you are not me. And you cannot dictate, and that's a word I don't like to use, but it's a real word. You cannot dictate to me how I can be free or how I can create. You'll be surprised how much you can write when you start writing. I tell people, take a legal sheet of paper, put 10 things down that you want to do. Out of those 10, choose 5 that are important. Out of those 5, cross out 3, look at 2, and choose 1. And you can move ahead.
Yeah.
Hope that
Wonderfully
answers the question.
answered, Gloria. Thank you so much for your answer. We thoroughly enjoyed your session. So, show some love in all the social media platforms. Please post your video and audio as well, some pictures. We will
Thank you,
continue
ladies.
working. We'll continue working with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Gloria, for this joining this event. So please join our next speaker, Felicia. So
Please join in the next session. Thank you.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.